Chosen one, stop right now. You are standing at the edge of something dangerous. You may not see it yet, but heaven does. And heaven is issuing a clear and final warning. And if you dive in, you might just find yourself caught in a storm. Looks like there's no way out for you. But this isn't the end. It's really your way out. God has a plan to save you, but it needs your obedience and trust. You've got the protection, the guidance, and that breakthrough you've been hoping for is already on its way. But you really need to stay in sync. You really shouldn't overlook this warning. And I bet you can't wait. If you continue down this path, things could really take a turn for the worse. Hey, if you take a moment to really listen and pay attention to what God is saying, this plan could not just save you, but it might change everything for the better. All those prayers you've been sending up, and every breakthrough you've been wishing for, they're on their way to you soon. Just remember, it's all about choosing to step back and have faith in God's plan. Hold on a second. Just take a breath and go for it without hesitating. Are you all set to get the advice that could totally transform your life? Chosen one, this isn't just a random thing. There's a reason you're here, and it's all part of a bigger plan. Your spirit already knows that this is meant for you. If you stick with this message until the end, I promise your life will change in ways you can't imagine. All right, let's take a closer look at the plan that God has set for you. It looks like you're right on the brink of something amazing happening. I know it might be hard to see right now, but there's a clear plan from God in place. Just stay out of it, okay? This is more than just a heads up. It feels amazing to step in and protect you. It seems like you're heading towards something that might put your goals at risk. Right now, it feels like God is wrapping a divine shield around you. It's possible you'll notice a strange quietness or feel a bit disconnected from everything happening around you. No need to worry. You're being protected from the risks that you might not even notice yet. Over the next few days, it seems like the actions you want to take, the words you want to say, and the choices you want to make are being held back in a really unusual way. Have you ever wondered why you feel so drained or a bit disconnected lately? But it's not really about being exhausted. It's a heavenly shutdown. Heaven is stepping in for a bit, not to punish you, but to keep you safe. This is like God saying, hey, you're not going into this battle by yourself. It might seem like you're just stuck in one place, with your thoughts all jumbled up, and everything feeling a bit unclear. But this isn't just sitting around. This is a peaceful quiet. God's got your back, making sure you steer clear of any traps. Just take a deep breath and have faith that during this time of divine pause, something much bigger is happening behind the scenes. When you hear someone say, "Stay out of it," you might feel a wave of frustration bubbling up inside you. You've always been the one in charge, the go-to person for solving problems, and the one who jumps in when others need a hand. What if I told you that this situation, this problem you're getting ready to tackle, was never really yours to deal with in the first place? Sometimes you might find that God's protection is tucked away in those moments when He tells you to just let go. Have you ever jumped in a bit too quickly or too strongly, only to realize later that your help actually made things more complicated? That's some pretty amazing wisdom at work here. It might feel like you're not in control right now, but maybe that's just a way for God to keep you safe from something even more painful. You really can't tackle the risks that come with this decision all by yourself. This time, it's God who's going to take care of it. Sometimes, you just have to believe that there's a bigger plan at play than what you can see right in front of you. You're getting a break from something that might have led to years of heartache, confusion, and regret. Just let it be, because God is coming in to help you out. The risk you're stepping into isn't about physical threats. It's all about the spirit. It's all about strategy, and it's really focused on what you want to achieve. You might not realize it just yet, but something's definitely brewing behind the scenes. It seems like someone you really trust and care about might be planning something behind your back, pretending to be supportive. They're in the middle of a game that you might not even realize is happening. But you know God, in His infinite wisdom, is already breaking that plan apart. The enemy's tactics are pretty sneaky. What might seem like kind gestures, comforting words, or even good advice can actually be something else entirely. It's all a setup, really. A setup that can easily lead you astray. God knows what you might not see, and He's getting involved to break down every hidden plan. Just because you can't see the strings being pulled doesn't mean they aren't being cut. Have faith that everything happens at the right time with God. It might be tough to figure out why you feel so distant from those friends or allies you used to be close with. This divine interruption is really God stepping in to keep you safe. Once you step back from their plans, the reality of the situation will start to become clear to you. God's got your heart, your purpose, and your future all taken care of. It can be really frustrating to feel like you have no control, almost like your hands are tied and your mind is just stuck in neutral. Sometimes you might find yourself feeling a bit emotionally numb, or just not really connected to what's happening around you. But let's not confuse this with being stuck spiritually. This is a total shutdown. It seems like your free will, that ability to make choices, is being put on hold for a bit since there's something much bigger going on right now. It seems like something divine is looking out for you, keeping you safe from your own choices. You're on the brink of making some choices that might shape your life for a long time ahead. Who knows what's waiting for us on the other side of those choices? So, He's giving you a chance to take a breather, a chance to reset, a chance to really listen to what He's saying amidst all the chaos. It might seem like nothing's going on, but trust me, there's a lot happening behind the scenes up there. In these quiet moments, you're being guided in a new direction. It's totally normal to feel a bit lost sometimes, but you know what? That's often when God is actually guiding you to align with His plan for you. This temporary, divine override is here to help you avoid making choices that could hurt you down the line. Are you feeling a bit worn out or maybe a little disconnected lately? It's not just that you're feeling tired or overwhelmed. Your spirit is just in a chill, divine state right now. God has put you in this holy pause, not to punish you, but to protect you from a bigger spiritual challenge ahead. It seems like you're feeling a bit disconnected, and that's actually a sign that God is helping you step away from the wrong energy, the wrong people, and those not so great influences. This kind of exhaustion is something else entirely, something that just doesn't make sense with regular human logic. It feels like your spirit is being put on pause, almost like it's being protected in a way. Those choices you're facing might lead to some serious trouble if you get too wrapped up in all the craziness. It seems like God is helping you calm your thoughts, ease your feelings, and take things a bit slower so you can see the way ahead more clearly. Just lean into that feeling of withdrawal. It's a perfect little break. Think of it like a soldier taking a breather before heading into battle. Your spirit is in a calm spot right now, getting ready to tackle whatever comes your way with wisdom and clarity when the moment arrives. There's someone important in your life, someone you really trust, who might be giving access to the attack, whether they realize it or not. This person might not even be aware of the part they're playing in the story, but God sees everything happening. He's shutting that door before it even gets a chance to open. You might not get to see everything, but just remember that God is looking after the things we can't always see, situations that just seem a bit off, but you can't put your finger on why. This person might come off as really supportive, but there's some spiritual manipulation going on underneath it all. It seems like God is getting involved to put a stop to it. He's setting up barriers in the right places, shutting down paths for betrayal, and ensuring your safety. It might seem like a relationship is changing, or that someone is pulling away from you. Just go with it. Believe that God is guiding you away for your own benefit. Eventually, you'll reflect and see that God kept you safe from a harmful influence. His silence in your life right now is a clear sign that He's keeping something from you that you might not even realize. Sometimes in life, we find ourselves at a crossroads, ready to make choices that could change everything for us. It might seem like a relationship is changing, or that someone is pulling away from you. Just go with the flow. Believe that God is guiding you away for your own benefit. Eventually, you'll reflect and see how God kept you safe from a harmful influence. His silence in your life right now is a clear sign that He's keeping something from you that you might not even realize. Sometimes in life, we find ourselves at a crossroads, ready to make choices that could change everything for us. Sometimes, those decisions are made pretty quickly. Some people are shaped by pressure, but it can all lead us astray. So, you were getting ready to make a decision that felt right in the moment, but it turns out that there's a bigger picture at play, and it looks like it's been blocked for a reason. This isn't just a random occurrence. It's like a little miracle, isn't it? It seems like God is looking out for you, keeping you safe from a future filled with regret and pain. It's totally normal to wonder why things aren't progressing as you expected. It might seem like everything is just paused for you right now. But don't worry, this divine blockage is actually here to keep you safe. What seems like a holdup is really just a nudge from the universe in a new direction. When you think about this moment later on, you'll see that God's decision to hold you back was actually the best thing that could have happened to you. You'll really appreciate what He did. You can count on me. During this time of spiritual calm, it might seem like you're in a kind of sacred isolation, separated from your regular stream of thoughts, feelings, and activities. It really throws you off, doesn't it? It seems like your once clear path has become a bit murky, and everything around you just feels a little out of whack. Just remember, this silence isn't a sign of weakness. It's like the sound of heaven getting you ready for what's ahead, a storm you weren't supposed to tackle directly. Sometimes, when a storm is on the way, it feels like God quiets us down to keep us safe from all the chaos. Now's not really the moment to take action or respond. It's a moment to step back, think things over, and really pay attention. In the stillness, God is providing you with the opportunity to reset and listen to His voice without any interruptions. He's guiding you away from all the noise, drama, and chaos around us to get your spirit ready for what's coming next. It might seem like you're just waiting around, but here's something to keep in mind. In the stillness, God is refining you. He's sharing the insights you need to handle the storm when it arrives. When the time comes, you'll step out with a strength you never realized was inside you. Your spirit is currently going through a bit of extraction. You might not even notice it, but God is helping you break free from a tricky situation that was set up to throw you off your path. There's some spiritual warfare going on behind the scenes. A foe that's cleverly set up fake friends, unhealthy connections, and misleading chances along your journey. But you know, God sees everything, and He's there to pull you out before anything bad happens. Looks like the enemy's plans are falling apart right now. You've sensed the tension, the discomfort, and that nagging feeling about things that just don't sit well with you. But it seems like God is already breaking down those plans. Sometimes, folks who used to be really close can drift away over time. Sometimes, things that look really good can just fall apart. Let's not dwell on these losses. Let's celebrate them. They're like a hands-on way that God shows His protection. The extraction process might be a bit tough, as God helps you break free from the lies and manipulations around you. But once it's over, you'll see it was all part of God's mercy, protecting you from a situation that could have really harmed your spirit and your purpose. God's plan for your life is always evolving. It's always changing, revealing surprises you wouldn't expect. As you sleep, God is busy reshaping the next 3 years of your life. It might be tough to see why things are changing or why some opportunities seem to be slipping away, but trust that there's a bigger plan at play. God is setting you up for a future that could be even better than you can imagine. We like to believe we're steering our own ship, but really, it's God who's writing the story. As you take a break, He's busy shaping the way forward, clearing away hurdles, getting good things ready, and making sure you're all set for success. You're in for some big changes in the next few years, way different from what you might have pictured. When you think about it later, you'll see that the changes God made were really the best things that could have happened. Just go with the flow. Have faith that God is working on something much bigger than you might realize. While you're catching some sleep, He's busy making changes that are going to shape your future. Have you ever felt like you're being pushed away from certain situations or relationships? Hey, just so you know, you're not being abandoned or ignored. It's like your name is being wiped away from spots you were never really meant to be in. It might hurt a bit, but think of it as a necessary release. It's like God's angels are quietly at work, helping to clear your name from those toxic situations, from people who didn't really have your best interests in mind, and from groups that just weren't meant for you. This isn't a no, it's a bit of a redirection. It's totally normal to feel a bit isolated or alone sometimes, but remember, God is working to help you break away from the wrong people and places. He's taking your name off things that might have held you back, things that could have kept you from finding your true calling. The connections, chances, and settings you believed were yours are now being removed. Once this amazing cleanup is done, you'll be in a fresh space with people and situations that really show who you are and where God is guiding you. At this moment, you might find yourself wanting to be a bit more reserved, stepping back from chats and interactions that once brought you happiness. It's not like you've lost your voice or just stopped caring. It's like God is keeping you right out in the open, but no one really sees you. This quiet time, stepping back from all the extra noise, is really helping to lift a spiritual fog that's been hanging over you. The enemy's best weapon is the distraction that comes from noise. In chats and discussions, he attempts to steer you off course from what you really want to achieve. It seems like God is quieting your spirit right now to help you break free from the hold that's been placed on your destiny. When you stay quiet and calm, the noise around you starts to fade away. You're free from those endless chats that just go in circles. Take a moment for some quiet reflection. When God keeps you out of the spotlight, it's not about punishment, it's all about looking out for you. This season is going to help you find more clarity, feel a fresh sense of purpose, and strengthen your connection to God's voice. In the quiet moments, you find yourself being moved, spiritually taken to a space where you feel safe, clear, and connected to your true purpose. Even if you can't tell right now, God is guiding you from one place to another. Not in a physical way, but more on a spiritual level. The stillness you're experiencing isn't just nothingness. Imagine the most powerful escape tunnel you can think of. In this moment of stillness, it feels like God is guiding you away from all the noise and chaos around you, setting you up in a fresh spiritual space. Moving can definitely be a bit awkward at times. It's possible you'll feel a bit off balance, like the ground is moving under your feet, but God is shifting your spirit toward a new destiny. He's helping you move away from places that aren't doing you any good and guiding you into spaces where His light can really brighten your life. Once the quiet moments pass, you'll discover you're in a fresh space, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, ready to embrace the next chapter of your divine journey. The changes you're experiencing in your life at the moment go beyond just the physical aspects. They're really into spirituality. God has already reassigned you in the spirit realm, even before you notice it. As you sleep and take a break, God is working on your spiritual assignments, adjusting your destiny, and changing your purpose in ways that will show up in the real world when the time is right. It might seem like you're being pushed into a new chapter, but just know that this isn't about rejection. It's all about redirecting. When God closes a door, it's all about your future. He's guiding you toward a better path, a path that really matches what you're meant to do. When you see doors closing in your life, keep this in mind. Hey, it's not over yet. This is just the start of something great, something that really connects with what you're meant to do. Try to release any regret or uncertainty and have faith that those closed doors are actually guiding you toward a more peaceful and fulfilling place. It feels like a little bit of divine help, doesn't it? It might feel a bit awkward, but trust me, it's for your own benefit. When you look back, you'll realize that those doors had to close for your own good. God didn't just close the door on them. He really opened up some new opportunities for you, ones you might never have thought of by yourself. When those doors swing open, you'll step through with a fresh sense of strength and clarity. Sometimes we just feel that urge to get things moving. It's easy to feel like we need to manage every connection, every relationship, and every opportunity ourselves. What if I told you that there's a divine connection happening for you right now, and you don't even have to do anything? You're about to have an experience that could totally shift the direction of your life. All you have to do is trust the process, and that's it. It seems like everything is coming together perfectly, with people, situations, and events aligning just right to help you meet the connections you need at the perfect moment. You may not realize it, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes, and it's like heaven is busy weaving the threads of your destiny together.